Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Get comfortable talking with women. And that's very important. That's very important. Now, I said I was going to talk about 3 of the 4 pillars this week of game as outlined by Master Teacher BGS. And for those who asking about, no, he didn't do it on YouTube. He never did it on YouTube. He did it on a blog talk show, right? And even then it was kind of like, he just threw it out real quick, but it's very powerful. Now I talked about the environment, and then when I talked about body game and style, right? Those are both bait. That was just 2 parts, both bait. I didn't want to talk about the sex part of it because, well, I'll be talking about it anyway, and you got it. I really get into it on my Patreon at the $20 level. So anyway, right? You still got to talk to women. I don't care. I don't care how you could be. You could have a model face. You can be 6'5". I don't care. And anybody, you still got to talk to the women. Because what do I say women always say? They will say he was fine until he opened his mouth. You can have all the style, and all of those are important. The environment you in and, you know, being stylish. But if you go up to a fine woman or any woman and say, blah, 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 you can't talk, or you like, and I've seen this happen with some guys. I've seen this happen. Like this one guy I was working with, he was really into this other woman on the job. He couldn't say anything. And you know, Rom being petty Rom came out, I started talking to him, made sure he saw it. Made sure he saw it. Cause I was just like, nah, one thing about Rom, rub me the wrong way, I might wait a bit, but I'm gonna get you. Trust me. But you know, but I was comfortable talking with women. Look, I don't care what you look like, what you got going on. You might can draw them over, but they only give you 40 seconds, maybe a minute. They only give you extra time. But if you don't have nothing to say, or you nervous, you looking down, you don't have good communication, boom, you're in trouble. And I give you the game for it. I give you the game for free for talking to women. It ain't some magic or something. I say at first you start out saying hi to 3 women a day. And all of them ain't gonna say hi back. And it's like no conversation, anything. Just say hi. Just say hi. Just acknowledge them. And sometimes you'll get to the point, really, the ultimate point is when women start acknowledging you, but that's down the road. Cause see, what you're doing is you building that muscle. You building a muscle where you're not gonna be afraid to talk. Because after a while, you can have small talk with some of them. And then even after a while, maybe even have major conversations with them. You know, they telling you some stuff. You know why? Because you're comfortable. Like you got to, a lot of guys are uncomfortable talking with women. And that doesn't work. I don't care what you look like. Look, you get some guys saying, well, you just need a looks max and all of that. Okay, but you still got to talk to them. And they never talk about the conversation part. They never talk about it. They focus on the bait, and the bait is very important. Even when I talk about body game, I still say you got to talk to the women. And that just take practice. There's no magic word or anything, or what do you say, because every single woman is different. You got to get to the point you can talk to different women. Now, I say one thing I'll say for myself, I have to give the gab. I can talk to them. Remember, and not just to try to get with them. Remember, I worked in sales. And plus, even when I was selling my book, I had, trust me, I had women, you get all types. Women see the title, my main book, Nice Guys and Players. I lost count how many women would see it and laugh, but they would still come over, you know? It had some women, they had some attitudes. One thing when you're doing vending and stuff, and this is a little something I probably would talk about more on my Money Matters channel. When you're doing vending, you got a table out, you selling to people. You're gonna catch some hell. Any salesperson, whether you selling cars, clothes, whatever, you're going to get somebody who ain't gonna buy it. You're going to get somebody gonna walk through. If you work, hey, look, that's one of the things. Like even Master Teacher BGS, he said, shoot, work for one of those like phone soliciting companies or something. You know, he also said You know, take some lessons at a comedy shop or something like that. You know, you got to be able to talk to the women. And you can do what Master Teacher BGS said. I would even say even if you got a full-time job, get a part-time job working where you got to deal with the public. Any salespeople, y'all can co-sign this. You want to catch it all. Like I said, did some vending, you got to talk no matter what. Did sales at a gym, got to talk no matter what. Work retail, even though sales wasn't my main thing. Sometimes I'll be putting out some merchandise and something. Somebody would come up to me and say, well, I need this, this, and this. There's many a time I had to help somebody pick out some clothes and everything. You talking with them then. Like, let me get back to that sales thing. That's very important. A good salesperson got to talk to different types of people, got different agendas and everything. Once you get out through all of that, talking with a woman is easy. And even then, you should have conversations with her. Even when they put you in the friend zone, still talk to her, because then you practice on that friend. Then when you run into that woman that you really want to get with, that you really are checking out hard, when you finally run into her, boom, it's easy. It's you building a muscle and everything. Look, here's the thing. You want to get comfortable. It should be second nature, because you never know when it's going to come from. What you going to do? What if the woman approach you? She liking what you look like or something. You smiling. She might approach you. You want to get to that point. Like a lot of guys saying, well, I want to be approached by a woman. Okay, you still got to talk to them. Even if they approach you, you still got to talk to them. But you got to get comfortable. You got to be comfortable. Like when I say start with saying hi to 3 women a day, that could be random. That should be random women. Don't just say hi just to the fine ones. Say hi to the ugly ones too. Say hi to the ugly ones. Do that. In fact, saying hi or getting used to like being friendly to ugly ones, you never know when that pretty one looking. And she might be like, okay, he cool. Then she'll put herself in position for you to approach her. You gotta be really understand something. I don't care what you got, how much money you got, because you get some guys saying money. Okay, you still got to talk to that woman. You 6'5" or 6'3", 6'2", you over 6 feet, you tall, you still got to talk to that woman. You let the barber bless you, you got like impeccable style, you know, everything, you got shoes right, you still got to talk to that woman. Like it still come down to communication. You can have all that stuff. Heck, she can approach you. You still got to talk to that woman, no matter what, all right? You still got to talk. You can't get past that. You can't get past that. You got to get comfortable talking. That's why I say start out just saying hi to random women. 3 women, at least three a day. If you say hi to like 27 women in a day, hey, that's good. And then, like I said, if you're working in some sales position, or if you working, even if you got a great full-time job, get a job where you have to talk, and that will train you. Then when you run into that woman who you find attractive, you don't have a problem talking with her. You're used to it, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.